everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine, this is Lacey's Movies, and we are back with the next episode of Young Justice. Last week we found out that the teams, plural, are actually secretly working together. The Off-World Justice League, the On-Team Justice League, the Outsiders, as I assume they're being called now, and the Associated Bat Corporation are all secretly pulling a light-style maneuver to seem like they're more disassembled than they are, and we are lying to our teammates again after not learning our lesson last season. Granted, it's actually been 2 years in continuity, but it is very funny that it seems like right after the last season where they were like, wow, you know what, we really hurt team morale by lying to them and making them think Aqualad was a traitor. Let's continue to lie to our teammates and make them think we're not working together. The more you know. Lesson learned. Or not. Whatever. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how that unfolds in this episode, as I've been, I guess, saying this whole season, and I guess we'll continue to say. I truly have no idea what's about to happen, because every episode has genuinely been a real surprise, which is fun, but also annoying, because I like being right about stuff, and it's hard to be right when I can't guess what's coming. But the thumbnail for this episode does have Lobo in it, so at the very least, I expect to be humorously entertained. And if I'm not, I'll be very sad. So with that, I'm going to stop talking. Let's get started. Yeah. Wait, September 28th? Hey-oh, that's when I'm recording. Extremely late, by the way.
I have every confidence our new hire can handle the first. But Vandal, are you certain your acquaintance is up to the second task?
Quite certain.
Then our good works may proceed.
I know I say this like every episode, but I really want to dress up as her too. Like, that's a costume and a half. The main man.
Run, Freya, look.
Contract bot.
Lock Telet, the Earther bastard, right?
Am I crazy or did he say bastard? It sounded like he said bastard, right? They were like, no, that's a different language. He said earthling in Loboese. It just sounds like bastard. Also, why wouldn't he know what a contract bot looks like? It feels like they should be standardized.
This is Cat Grant reporting live from Taos, New Mexico, where Justice League co-chair
Cat Grant must have just like the wildest amount of flying miles. Yeah.
Swear, you have one set of twins and everyone forgets you're a reporter.
Good morning, everyone. The Justice League and Star Labs are pleased
Says
to
in her
announce
absolutely
the official
everywhere.
opening of the first MetaHuman Youth Center for children and teens victimized by metahuman trafficking.
They have called her aging like Obama. This is awful. What happened to my boy? Do you see these stress lines?
There are resources here for these children. Justice Leaguers donating time to train them, and the youth counselors who understand exactly what they are going
Aww.
through.
Oh gosh.
No worries, I can keep up with the tornado toddlers.
I can't imagine anything worse than toddlers with super speed.
Don't call him Dad.
Oh, sorry, Grandma.
And don't call me Grandma.
Oh, that's so weird.
Mira. No, you and Archer are the first to arrive.
Wild. Redhead.
left so die.
I straight up just forgot what it is called when children hang out. Shit. When children hang out, they're having a super children hangout, which has a name. Playdate. I did it.
Gretchen Good, or as she's more popularly known, Granny Goodness.
Gretchen's
Yeah.
just fine, G. Gordon.
Okay, Granny.
Yeah, that's not professional. Don't call me that. Also, Granny Goodness is the person who made the goggles, so if you didn't already have bad vibes about these VR Oculuses.
And the truth, in my opinion, is that these goofy glasses are just another way for kids to disengage from the world, disrespect their teachers, disappoint their parents,
It doesn't hit the same without Tim Curry. Like, he's trying. I'm so sorry to the voice actor. He is making an effort, but he doesn't have that drawl. those super extended vowels. It just so entertaining.
Good World Studios and the Wayne Foundation have partnered to help victims of meta trafficking.
Let's cut to it, shall we? You want props for giving money to the meta freaks actively engaged in destroying our
Bro,
way of
they're
life?
human trafficked children. Like, you can say what you want about the adult metas, but these are literal children.
A show?
Show.
Know what he's hiding.
We wonder indeed.
I don't understand how you can listen to the non-stop hatred that man spews, but...
Besides, we can't live in a bubble. We need to know what the other side's saying about.
Listening to hate speech so you can hear both sides? Alright. Also, there's a really weird shot of her earlier that I did not bring attention to, but she looked real freaky.
It was my parents' wish, and I do not believe my father and mother would want their deaths used as an excuse for Markovia to abandon its humanitarian...
Good job! I was giving you a lot of shit, Gregor, but I like that.
Please. Metahuman policy is a subject for another day.
I mean, 50%, but I will give him that.
What's the deal with you and Artemis?
What? Deal? No deal. There's no deal. I mean, I'm
Oh.
grateful for her help with
Oh boy.
Don't get the wrong idea.
Well, I got an idea now from that reaction.
Karen, you came!
Jesus Christ!
Join a club this exclusive, you don't say no.
You got a baby in you.
What? Oh, I have so many questions about the... Is that supposed to be a toddler voice? You got a baby in there. I'm going to make that into a little MP3, put it in children's cards, and send that to any pregnant person I ever meet.
You got a baby in you.
Dr. Jace.
Thank you for
Why is Forager explaining how to say hello?
Thank Jeff for convincing us.
Oh, she has.
Oh. Don't like that.
Gabrielle, it's so good.
She's like, I don't know you.
And I owe you an apology as well, Prince Brion. Everything that's happened to you is my fault.
I do want to point out, he asked to be turned into a meta. Like, the means weren't great, but he did factually want to become a meta. Like, that was his intent.
What are we doing to get Princess Tara back?
Nightwing has a plan. I'm told we must be patient.
Oh, hello.
Geoforce, get down!
What's going on?
I mean, if you don't know what bullets look like at this point, training is not going well.
Geoforce, Halo, and Forager are being tested, so we must fight back to pass the test.
We gotta get Geoforce off this team because it took him like 13 minutes to get... Oh, and he's down.
Okay. That's enough.
That's so embarrassing.
Insane?
He was using rubber bullets. Painful, but non-lethal if carefully aimed.
That doesn't answer my question.
What are you so mad about? Oh, I'm training to be a superhero, but I'm scared of training. Like, and plus, they straight up said, oh, we're being tested.
An evaluation and adaptability.
Hell yeah.
Geoforce, you get an F in all categories.
I'm told we must be patient. Yeah, because you clearly are failing training.
They have been talking about it all day. So if it's...
Also, we're just about to red wedding these children, like... Oh, a red tornado! That's cute.
I got that guy in dope.
Because I mean, targeting a playdate with like 20 children and super moms on deck is wild. Like...
Came here for training, not cheap shots.
What? Was that not training?
Dial this down a few degrees.
No, it's...
Do you think every time you go into a fight, they're gonna politely announce their presence? I thought you were getting better, Brion.
Let's get back to training.
That's
Training
annoying.
is all you care about, isn't it?
Yeah, because you suck!
No, she's on Santa Prisca.
We
So
don't know
what
that.
are we waiting for?
We don't know she's there, and we don't want a repeat of the Infinity Island debacle, do we? Brion, you need to be patient.
You can literally turn into lava and sink into the earth and you got hit with a rubber bullet and you're like, I think I'm ready to attack the League of Shadows.
Explain the point of that last exercise. A surprise attack.
Reflexive adaptability. We just went through this.
Proves you need to train for surprise attack.
Okay. Halo. Here we go.
The main man's contracted to kill this bug.
What?
The rest of you can go.
Not gonna happen.
Why would you want to kill Forager? And if Lobo's here to kill Forager, who's watching the play date? Anytime, guys.
Protect me! Protect my kids!
They're not yours. Violet does not know you. Once again, Super Cycle has to save the day, cause... Oh, are we gonna have cycle on cycle violence? We are. That's fun. Yeah, let's just keep hitting him with sticks. Damn. Oh! Oh, that's nasty. They're having too much fun with having a character that comes back from the dead. They're like, we can just horribly murder her and continuously. Oh, glad you're gaining to participate, Geoforce. The tiny Superman sweater. Who are you? And you need some skincare, my dude. You're looking a little gray. Oh!
You discovered where the parents and children came together for their playdate.
I mean, it looks like it's just someone's house, so that seems not that impressive.
Now watch as I step outside and with one blast from Neptune's trident, deal a blow from which the so-called
This is so dark. If he did do that, do you think Superman's kid would be fine?
I spent 6 years inside an Atlantean prison.
That would make one pale.
I will not be denied my revenge.
I was supposed to say, are there even any Atlanteans in there, but I forgot Mira.
Dad, slow down.
Don't call him Dad. Not his whole head. He's in his bananas. Oh, already clean. No evidence this ever happened.
Thank you.
I don't understand why you... What the... Oh, okay. Very confused. Forgot about the green power.
Looks like the main man's gotta frag you all over again.
Stay away from her! Dr. Jake, get...
We could just let Dr. Jace go. I'm not that attached. It'll make Jefferson sad, though, so I don't want to cause him more emotional pain. Oh!
Gonna frag that cheesy femme till she's dust.
You know, I'm getting real misogynistic vibes from Lobo. That's just me. Not the roach juice. I'm gonna continue to deny that that's Forager because I don't want to believe it. No. Straight up looks like a smashed coconut. Like that can't. Okay.
Lobo gone?
Oh. Oh. Yeah, he's naked.
Oh, sorry. I can't. You're too Gucci.
How Gucci you are. But you are indeed quite Gucci.
Not even Gucci.
The humans here
He is
are all
so pink and indeed quite Gucci. Oh.
excellent work, Lady Shiva. You were clearly the right choice to become the Light's new enforcer.
I support it. I love a working woman, okay?
Failed, but killing Forager was never the point.
But then who was watching to confirm this?
Now we can be certain that Grayson has assembled a new off-the-books team, consisting of the Superboy, Lightning, Sportsmaster's younger daughter, the banished Prince of Markovia, the new Genessean bug, and an unknown meta-girl.
A plan is in place. We'll deal with these naughty children in our own good time.
She gives off the same vibe. The end credit is just gosh, she gives off the same vibe as like the chick from A Promised Neverland, where they just do extreme zoom-ins being like, hello children, like, ooh, okay. Well, I mean, this was definitely less humorous than I expected. I was like, oh, we're gonna get some fun, you know, some fun space mercenary assholeness, and we did get that, and we got a cute little fight. Brion like went back up in my books and went back down in my books. I'm like, he's we had a whole scene. I'm very curious. I mean, besides killing Orm, which is like a big deal, but they kicked Orm out of the light, or rather, Orm got arrested, which is probably why they replaced him with Manta, because they were like, well, if you got arrested, you weren't even really qualified to be hanging out with us. Like, we're too cool for something as trivial as being arrested. We don't face justice, obviously. So I guess that's why he's not in the light. Answers that question. He was planning to murder the entirety of, like, pretty much the main superheroes, all of their loved ones and children, and that, like, obviously didn't happen, but just as a concept, like, dark! And I keep saying that, but this season is just such a departure from the first two seasons. Like, season 1, I feel like if I went back and watched my old reactions, I know I was like, sometimes it feels kind of childish, sometimes I feel like not that invested because it feels like a little young for me, and then this season I'm just like, god damn. They're harpooning people, they're threatening to murder literal babies. Like, that's crazy. I can't get over it. Like, I'm curious how they confirmed, because they said that they hired Lobo mostly to confirm who is on this off the books team. But who was watching him? Was Lobo wearing a body cam, or like what was, I mean, but it's not even that, because they knew Forager wasn't actually dead. There has to be some other person who was waiting in the wings just observing the situation while everyone was distracted with Lobo, or there's a spy, which I want to blame Dr. Jace because I don't trust her, but if it was Dr. Jace, then they wouldn't have needed Lobo in the first place. They would have already had all this information straight from her. So maybe I'm just nitpicking and it doesn't like really matter, but the fact that they knew Forager wasn't actually dead, when if it was from Lobo, he would have reported, you know, Forager dead, makes you just feel like there's a third party somewhere in this sequence that I missed, or that they're alluding to that we'll get to at another point. I truly can't remember her name. The Flash's wife. And she's also a reporter, and Lois is a... You know, there's a lot of spousal reporters, I'm realizing. Secondary question. Clark has been off-world with the Justice League space, so where do they think Clark is? Is he on a leave of absence? Is he back in Kansas? Is he, you know, finding himself on a trip around South Asia? Like, not that it really matters, but that is just a fun question I have for when superheroes are gone for extended periods of time doing things like this. Bruce Wayne, I feel like, yeah, you can kind of excuse his absence because they're like, I don't know, he's drunk, he's taking a nap, who cares? But it feels like someone with a regular 9-to-5 job, they need an excuse. Black Lightning seems to be unemployed, so no one's checking for him. Ever since The Falcon and Winter Soldier, I always have so many questions about how much superheroes are getting paid. Like, what is, like, if you're a full-time super, like, how is that being worked out? If you retire from the league, like, do they have a pension? Like, these are, because I just feel like now that's something I have to worry about. I can't believe they harpooned Halo. Harpooned her! That's crazy. They were like, hey, we're gonna introduce this new character. She's super sweet and she's just a wonderful girl. She has all these amazing powers and we are going to brutally hurt her, maim her, murder her all the time. All the time. And getting the power to come back from the dead just signs you up to be killed brutally. Like, it's the worst power you could have as a fictional character because you are gonna have a rough life. I mean, Granny Goodness, we had a little kind of supporting thing with her, and like it feels now like I should have seen that coming because the good classes, and obviously they've been dropping them since episode 1, so like I figured out fairly early on that there was something nefarious about them. So now we're kind of getting the here's why they're nefarious, or at the very least who they're connected to. We don't know what exactly they're going to do, but when you have something that sucks people into VR, you have to assume they are either going to have their minds, you know, be mind controlled, be sucked into some weird VR mental space where they all exist as digital avatars, or they're going to be turned into Cybermen. Those are the only options, and so it's going to be one of those. I mean, probably not the Cybermen unless we get an unexpected Doctor Who crossover, but something Cybermen-like, not out of the question. I mean, one would assume it would connect to the meta thing, because pretty much everything this season kind of connects to identifying and collecting metas, but I feel like, you know, we've been down that road before, and I don't think it would really be necessary, seeing as their meta trafficking seems to be going pretty well without VR goggles. I do feel like that, what's it called? That youth center for metas is like absolutely going to be hijacked. Like it's either going to just be like a little halfway point to being further traffic, like people are gonna go there to seek help and then be like, surprise, you went missing. Or it's already being run by someone with nefarious deeds. Like they showed some of the kids, for the runaway kids, the, was he Argentinian or Brazilian? I don't remember, but the Latin American kid from last season, we saw him with that crazy hair. He's working with them, so, you know, we assume it's on the up and up, but just because you don't intend for something to be bad doesn't mean they aren't collecting a bunch of potential victims all in one spot, teaching them how to use their powers, and just kind of offering them up as, you know, a villain entree. So I don't know. It's like, it's a nice thing that's being introduced, but I feel like it's gonna go badly. Plus, it, you know, the Justice League is setting it up, and we know that the Justice League is constrained to the UN, and the UN is being controlled by Lex Luthor. So if Lex Luthor wants there to be a giant metahuman youth center, I have to assume something bad is going to happen to it. There's a couple steps to get there, but it makes sense at the end. I feel like the main things, like we had a big fight, we had the good goggles reveal, we have the youth center, we have Orm almost just massacring all of these children, which I'm sick because part of me was like, you should do it. Like, this is gonna be some Flashpoint shit. Like, I want there to be, it actually happens, things go horribly wrong, and then we like erase it and go back in time and we fix it. But just the devastation, just like superheroes going bad, seeking like just, you know, vengeance. The potential. And we know that it's still an option. It may not have happened this episode, but the Light considers it the nuclear option. It is still technically on the table. So, with the way this season is going, it's not impossible that we aren't going to get them doing the nuclear option and then some kind of time situation that fixes it. It'd be fucked up. But I'd like to see it. Alright, I think I covered most of the high points for this episode, so I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, etc. All of those good things that make me very, very happy. If you don't want to do any of that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me and the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!